I have a feeling that today's video is going to be very critical, so if you're someone that cannot handle that sort of thing, then I definitely recommend that you click off the video right now. Hey everyone, it's Pixelade here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 news and info / discussion video. Today we are going to be talking about a brand new product, a collaboration between The Sims and Mac. This is not the first collaboration between the two. When this collaboration first launched, the original collaboration which brought Mac makeup into The Sims 4 for your Sims, I'd say there were a handful of players that were not happy with the additions. And many memes were made as well because a lot of the makeup looks that were advertised with this collaboration you couldn't really achieve in the game. They looked totally different. One of the biggest flaws in my opinion was the eyeliner looking nothing like how it was advertised. But when it comes to The Sims 4, this has been a recurring theme. Flash forward over half a year, we are now in January 2021, and we have another Mac collaboration. Now, one of my first thoughts was, if they were gonna do something like this, you would have thought that they would launch these together. Both the digital collaboration, being the Mac makeup in-game, and the physical. We now have a palette. I don't know if this was intentional or maybe they had planned to launch both together, but because of the pandemic, maybe production was delayed. I definitely thought about that. That could have been a possibility, but who knows? But anyways, let's get into the most recent collaboration. Mac Cosmetics tweeted, January 4th, yesterday at 4 p.m, just dropped. Twin with your Sims IRL with the limited edition Mac, starring the Sims Eyeshadow X9 palette. You can finally create all the Sims looks you love in-game in real life. Available for US customers only. I'm very happy to be seeing one of my favorite Simmers, streamers, and content creators representing this, even though personally I'm not a fan of this collaboration, so shout out to X Mira. But you can see the palette doesn't really represent the Sims in any way. In fact, according to Simmers and makeup gurus, this is actually a palette that was previously released in 2017, and now it was re-released with just the Sims branding on it. None of the shades have any names relating to the Sims. The shape of the palette has no relation to the Sims, and the colors themselves have no relation to the Sims. I've selected 10 of the top responses on this tweet, and they are not pretty, but I'm going to read them for you. These are the swatches that we wanted, with names that play on the Sims. Keep in mind that this is a mock-up created by Nando and Stitch on Twitter. This is not the official palette. I would have loved if it would have came out looking like this. Plum Bob stamps on the shades and given names too. For example, Plum Bob Kiss, Sixum, Bella Goth, Plum Bob Touch, Woohoo, Sul Sul, Motherload, Grim Reaper, and Freezer Bunny. They could have been so creative with this, but in my opinion, I just feel like they don't care. This does not come down to the Sims team at all. This has nothing to do with the Sims team. This is EA's doing. I feel like they do not care about The Sims 4. They don't care about it enough to give it the love that it deserves. This is what we get. A bland palette with The Sims branding smacked on it. Just a quick, mindless cash grab. And yes, I am brave enough to say that as a game changer because that's my honest opinion. That is exactly what this is. And I'm not surprised at this point because this keeps happening over and over and over again. A lot of the collaborations that we've gotten in these packs and some of the free content that we've gotten that were collaborations have felt like cash grabs in my opinion, but this one definitely takes the cake. This is the ashiest and most boring palette. What on earth? How is this even remotely a resemblance of The Sims? This is the most disappointing collab I've ever seen. Where's the color? What's funny is it's just the box the palette comes in with the Sims logo on it. Y'all reselling an old palette and calling it a collab. Where's the integrity? Didn't want to put it on the sale rack, so decided let's slap some Sim paper on it and call it new, LOL. This is some nonsense. Slapping the Sims on an old palette and calling it a collab, they didn't even bother to change the shade names. The year only just began and this is already a top contender for one of the worst releases of the year. Could have done so much more with this, and I agree. And you didn't even name the shades in Simlish because they're existing shades from a previous launch in 2017. Literally, they didn't even try. Interesting. Showing a picture of the previous release of this palette. It is the exact same thing. It's the MAC eyeshadow palette called Solar Glow. It's the Loud and Proud that I can't get over. This is from 2017 collection. You should at least have changed the name of each eyeshadow. I hope they're not expired. LMAO, that MAC Sims 4 palette is so ugly, I made my own version. And just looking at these pictures, this looks so much better. Like, look at this. Imagine if they actually really did a full collab. I don't even use makeup. I don't even play with makeup, but I would buy this just to collect it because it's Sims related. I mean, what they released is not Sims related at all. I'm not going to touch that whatsoever, but I would still buy this, you know? Like, this looks cool. Sixum, Strangerville, Grilled Cheese, Willow Creek, Drowning Your Sims in the Pool, Plum Bob, Cowplant. I love Cowplant. That's the perfect shade. Woohoo, Land Grab, Pancakes, Oasis Springs, and Bella Goth. Oh my gosh, Bella Goth deserves her own red shade. Even Game Changers are fed up. Deligracy tweeted just last night, honestly, recently it feels like EA doesn't appreciate The Sims, its community, or its success. Not the actual Sims team. I know how wonderful and enthusiastic they are. If EA isn't careful, it will lose its community and another game will thrive instead. I want EA to be as committed behind this incredible game as much as the Sims 4 team are, and I definitely agree. Ocean Sims, another game changer, shares her thoughts. Totally feel this. It definitely isn't the team, it's the corporation, and it really feels like everyone's hands are tied, leaving us players feeling forgotten and unappreciated. It makes me so sad. And lastly, Julian Iron Seagull, one of my own friends in the community, how the 20th anniversary went spoke volumes, and I definitely agree. We were all very surprised by that. I know I was. I really felt like we were forgotten about with that. They did better things for earlier anniversaries. Then they made Perfect Patio nearly useless. That year should have focused more on fan requests, but did so many random things instead. They're gonna lose so many Simmers to Paralives, and it's just the sad truth at this point. Here's another tweet and picture that I want to share, coming from Pelixel. Imagine a collaboration with MAC if they would have did something like this, a palette in the shape of a plum bob. Like I said, I don't even play with makeup or use makeup or any of that, and I would still buy this because it's freaking cool looking and it actually resembles The Sims. They tweet, thinking about how we were robbed of a little 3D plum bob compact. Another game changer, Nixel, so The Sims X MAC eyeshadow palette. How are you gonna make a palette but not have shade colors or names related to The Sims? Like, baby, look at the other brands who do collabs and learn, because this ain't it, sweetie. The packaging is so half-assed, like, no. And one last thing that I want to share before I end it is another mock-up created by Jessica Higgins on the Sims 4 community Facebook group, how The Sims X MAC palette should have been. Please don't judge harshly, I was in a hurry. Edit, I added a quick mirror and an outside photo, my dream Sims palette. Like, imagine if we would have got a plum bob shade palette. I love these shade names: Caliente, Motherload, Bella Goth, Fruitcake, Plum Bob, Welcome Wagon, Sul Sul, Land Grab, and Woohoo. And even if they would have included a mirror as well, like, this could have really been something. Share your thoughts about this down in the comment section below. What do you think about this collaboration? Are you happy with it? Are you not? And why? I love you all so much. I want to thank you for clicking and watching. Definitely interested to see the discussion that you guys spark down in the comments below. I'll see you all next time. So long and happy simming.